dermatologist here. So yesterday, the reason why we prompted this, the fact that it's going to be in the 90s next week, and then we met some folks on the boardwalk yesterday when Jen was down there in Ocean City, and we stopped a couple of young ladies, and they said, well, we want to know if the UV index is going to be really high so we can get a tan today. Remember that?
If you are between the ages, if you're a girl, and you're between the ages of like 11 and 18, you wake up every morning, look at your phone for what index?
The UV.
You look for the UV because you guys are really into tanning.
Yeah.
You guys look like regular people. What was the UV yesterday?
Like 8.5.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Have you checked out the UV for today?
Not yet. I think it's 8.3.
See,
From yesterday.
we don't want to...
Is that good?
No, and that's why you've got to remind everybody again, doctor, that we got to protect our skin. Is it still the #1 cause of death in America?
It's not
high
that
up.
It's the #1 cancer.
Cancer.
Of all, by far, of all
Skin.
types of cancer.
Of course, this is Dr. Joanna Walker, who is with a dermatologist with Penn Medicine. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And it starts with not protecting yourself. For example, this is the time of year everyone's going down to the beach, and they think, oh, I want to get tan, but there's consequences for that.
Yeah, not only is skin cancer incredibly prevalent and common, like 1 in 5 Americans end up developing a skin cancer in their lifetime, but it's also one of the most preventable types of cancer.
Well, that's for sure. I guess every year we have to do the A, B, C, D, E's of skin cancer. Let's go A.
Yeah. So for sure, knowing what to look for. So the ABCDEs of melanoma are some of the features that you want to use to look for a mole that may be changing, that may be worrisome for melanoma. A stands for asymmetry. If you cut a spot in half and one side looks different than the other side, that could be concerning. B is for border. Typically, we want moles to have a smooth, even border, not jagged. C for color. Usually normal moles are either one even color or maybe 2 tones. If a spot has multiple shades of brown or pink or black within it, that's concerning. D for diameter. If it's a larger spot, like maybe bigger than 6 millimeters, which is the eraser of a pencil, that could be something your dermatology wants to watch.
Okay.
The most important is actually E for evolving, which is if a spot is changing in its appearance, its size, its shape, have a dermatologist take a look.
This is why we're thrilled that, is it this Saturday you're doing a free skincare clinic?
Yeah, through Penn Dermatology and the Tara Miller Melanoma Center, we're offering a free skin cancer clinic walk-in from 8 to 12 on Saturday at the Perlman Center. And you'll have an opportunity, if you don't have insurance or don't have a dermatologist that you can get in with, you have an opportunity to come.
Because how often should we be checking our moles?
So the American Academy of Dermatology recommends that you evaluate your own skin once a month. And you can use a mirror to look at the spots like on your back, or you want to also include looking at your nails for a stripe. A brown stripe could be a sign of melanoma.
Oh.
Okay,
And in people with darker skin tones, it's actually more common to get it on the nails, on the palms, or the bottoms of the feet, as compared to people who have lighter skin tones where they're more likely to get it on the head and the neck.
So the ABCDEs, would that be, that's for any skin tone? White
That's
skin,
correct.
darker skin?
That's correct. Any mole that's changing or a new spot could be, that has some of those features, could be concerning.
Right, check this thing out. I've been looking at this thing for a couple of, all right, maybe months. We're going to get the overhead shot here, camera 16. Now this, it's kind of smooth, but that should be looked at, right? You got your scope on you?
I agree. So this is called a dermatoscope. It magnifies and it polarizes the with light, so I can see deeper into the skin. So this spot, it's got pink color and purple, but you also see a little bit of brown and a little bit of scaliness. Most likely this is a benign spot called a lichen keratosis, but it should be evaluated because look at all these freckles. You
I
got
have a big
spots.
freckler.
Oh, okay. So this is a basal cell skin cancer.
That is?
So that has all of the features of the most common type of skin cancer, which is also very treatable. When it's caught early,
What are you going to do to it? Burn it off?
This one probably needs to be cut and stitched.
What?
Oh, cut.
And then stitch me up?
Yeah.
How soon should he do this? Because I've been telling him,
So-
Mike, you need to go to
Yeah.
the dermatologist.
Yeah, you do. So this one is a very slow-growing type of skin cancer. It's not going to spread to anywhere else on your body, but it needs to be removed so it doesn't keep growing and taking over normal skin.
Oh, good Lord.
So he should make an appointment today.
You should. I'll help.
Maybe now. Let's go.
I'll hook you up.
Let's go, doctor. You
Cut it
and I
out
can
here.
leave.
So this is a reminder to put on our sunscreen and wear the
Yes,
hats.
please.
Thank
Put
you so
on
much.
that sunscreen every day.
Make sure you go to this clinic Saturday.
Come on, doctor. Let's go.